Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
RT World News. December 13th, 5:19 America, New York. Controversial Viden genderfluid official loses job. Sam Brinton was charged with stealing suitcases at two different airports. LGBTQ+ activist Sam Brinton has left the post of Deputy Secretary Assistant at the U.S. Department of Energy, DOE, after being charged with stealing women's suitcases at two airports.
BBC News World.
December 13th, 5:07 America, New York. World record nonuplets return home to Mali from Morocco. The 9 Malian babies had been receiving specialist care in Morocco where they were born last year.
Mirror World News.
December 13th, 4:45 America, New York. Australian cop frantically texted family while being hunted down by conspiracy gunmen. Tragedy hit the Australian town of Wimbia yesterday when 6 people died during a brutal siege of a property owned by a conspiracy theorist who hated the police and emergency services.
RT World News.
December 13th, 4:34 America, New York. EU nations lodge formal protest over Macron comment, Reuters. The Baltic states, Poland and Slovakia are said to oppose the suggestion that Russia should be given security guarantees.
BBC News World.
December 13th, 4:18 America, New York. New Zealand. Jacinda Ardern apologises for MP insult caught on mic. In a parliamentary debate, the New Zealand Prime Minister used the insult after sitting down.
Washington Post World.
December 13th, 4:15 America, New York, Greece. Roma teenager shot during police chase dies. Members of the Roma community in northern Greece in a hospital say a Roma teenager who was shot in the head during a police chase over an allegedly unpaid gas station bill has died.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
December 13th, 3:35 America, New York. K-pop star Jin from supergroup BTS begins military service. Jin, the oldest member of K-pop supergroup BTS, has started his 18 months of mandatory military service at a South Korean boot camp. BTS member Jin faces conscription after he turns 30 in December. Pic. AP.
Fox News.
December 13th, 3:14 America, New York. Vaccine researcher Dr. Robert Malone reinstated on Twitter after being banned over COVID misinformation policy. Robert Malone, an mRNA vaccine researcher, has returned to Twitter after being banned from the platform over its coronavirus misinformation policy.
Mirror World News. December 13th, 3:14 America, New York. Bankrupt, crypto king, arrested in Bahamas after FTX collapse sees him lose £27 billion. The former CEO of failed crypto firm FTX, which obliterated millions of pounds of people's money, Sam Bankman-Fried, has been arrested in the Bahamas and will soon be extradited to the U.S.
New York Times World News.
December 13th, 3 o'clock America, New York. There must be more room for Africa, leader of African Union says. President Macky Sall of Senegal, chairman of the bloc, said in an interview before the U.S.-Africa summit that it's time for the continent to have more seats in global institutions. Macky Sall, President of the Republic of Senegal since 2012 and current chairman of the African Union, last week at the presidential palace in Dakar, the capital.
Washington Post World. December 13th, 3 o'clock America, New York. Donors gather in Paris to get Ukraine no winter bombing. French President Emmanuel Macron is hosting an international conference to help Ukraine make it through winter. Washington Post World.
December 13th, 3 o'clock America, New York. Islamic State group claims attack on hotel in Afghan capital. The Islamic State group has claimed responsibility for a coordinated attack on a hotel in Afghanistan's capital. BBC News World.
December 13th, 1:53 America, New York. Former seat of Confederacy takes down last monument. A descendant of the rebel general said it was a tough day, but a black Richmond resident said it was nice.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News. December 13th, 1:33 America, New York. New Zealand's PM caught calling rival politician a rude name. New Zealand's Prime Minister has been caught calling a rival politician an arrogant P***K during a parliamentary debate. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern reacts during a joint press conference with Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese in Sydney, Australia, Friday, June 10, 2022.
Fox World News.
December 13. 018 America, New York. Ken DeLand. American college student missing in France had trouble making friends, may have left voluntarily. Ken DeLand, the American college student who went missing while studying abroad in France, had trouble making friends and may have voluntarily left, a French prosecutor said.
New York Times World News.
December 13. 002 America, New York, your Tuesday briefing. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of FTX, has been arrested and will face criminal charges. Sam Bankman-Fried in the Bahamas in April.
New York Times World News.
December 13. 000 America, New York, Day 13. For a celebrated chef, the tastes and smells of St. Lucia Day in Sweden linger. In his restaurants, including his latest, Marcus Samuelsson draws inspiration from childhood memories of the Scandinavian holiday.
Time.
December 12. 2335 America, New York. BTS member Jin begins military service. Yeoncheon, South Korea, Jin, the oldest member of K-pop supergroup BTS, was set to enter a frontline South Korean boot camp Tuesday to start his 18 months of mandatory military service, as fans gathered near the base to say goodbye to their star. https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
December 12, 2317 America, New York, Calgary shops preparing to do business without single-use plastics. Local shops in Calgary are preparing to do business without single-use plastics, plastic forks.
Time.
December 12, 2310 America, New York, Musk's Twitter disbands its Trust and Safety Council. Elon Musk's Twitter has dissolved its Trust and Safety Council, the advisory group of around 100 independent civil, human rights and other organizations that the company formed in 2016 to address hate speech, child exploitation, suicide, self-harm and other problems on the platform.